Checking. Going live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. It is your host with the most, Kanigas. Our good boy, Kanigas. And me, co-host. Hi. Griever, as always. Bringing you guys Shuumatsu no Valkyrie, Chapter 69. Make your jokes while you can. Because we are all elementary school kids, aren't we? Nobody can just say the number 69. Everybody's got to make the jokes. It's fine. It just shows you still have that playground level innocence and terrible sense of humor, right? Alrighty. So, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing today? What's going on? Let's see. Let's start our timer, by the way. Let's start the timer. So for those of you who don't know, when I do my live reaction streams, I start a pre-stream timer. About 10 minutes. Just allows, people to jump into the chat, me to tell you what's going on lately, me to ramble about bullshit that nobody really cares about, and then we actually move on to the reaction for the content that the stream is all about. In this particular case, it is Chapter 69 is Shuumatsu no Valkyrie. So, how's everybody doing? What's going on? Don't forget to hit that like button. I want 10 likes on this damn stream. Don't forget to hit that like button. Also, quick thing. The Kengan Omega review, now that I'm finally caught up, Kengan Omega review will be out in about an hour. I think it's scheduled for an hour. An hour from now, hour and a half from now. It's currently uploading in another window, so it's done and it's coming out. So yeah, that's pretty cool. For those of you who are interested that I finally caught up to Kengan Omega. Justin here says, Oi, what's up, Justin? Luann says, Sup, Luann? Joseph says, I did not expect this. I didn't even think we would get a translation this soon. Luann said, I think it's a translation out of the Spanish one. Yeah, so here's the deal. We know from the last double chapter, chapters 67 and 68, that Demi and the group quit. And a new group is apparently already sort of been formed. So I'm surprised, along with a lot of you, that we got a chapter this quick. Now, I haven't read it yet, clearly. So I'm curious as how good the translation is, because previous groups have translated and still translate Record of Ragnarok. They're just not good translations. They're Google translations. They're absolute garbage. So it will be interesting to see how well the translations hold up, how good they are. If they are unreadable, so to speak, I don't even think that's a word, unreadable. Because it wouldn't be illegible, because you can... I wonder if unreadable is a word. Let's figure that out. That doesn't sound like a real word. Unreadable. Unreadable is an actual word. Not clear enough to read, illegible. Okay, well that's not exactly unreadable handwriting. So it is a word, but it's not really what I'm after. Is unreadable a correct word? Impossible to interpret. Yeah, so it's not even... So I'm not even using... It is a word, but I'm not even using it right. But yeah, so that's basically what I'm saying is, are we going to suffer through these translations? Are we going to suffer through them? Because if that's the case, then we might have to wait for better translations going forward. We're going to do this chapter at the very least. It's only like 30-something pages. But, yeah. Justice said, Oi, I'm here. School finally let me out. Well, that's fan-fucking-tastic, my man. Also, we have 6 people in here and only 3 likes. I don't know about you guys, but I like balance. I like balance in my scales. So if I got 6 people in here, I want 6 likes. Know what I'm saying? So, yeah. Joseph said, by the way, I heard somebody once describe Beelzebub's suicidal mentality as him still taking revenge since Satan is inside of him. Yeah, that's the other thing. A lot of people... Is Satan still a concept? Is Satan controlling Beelzebub? Is Satan simply a schizophrenic? I am of the actual opinion that Beelzebub seems to believe that he himself is Satan, that he's insane, he gets into these blood rages, that he's a schizophrenic of some description, right? Like a mental illness. And he's scared of it. He believes he himself is Satan. I'm still the impression that there is a real Satan that for some reason poisoned or takes control of Beelzebub. I believe, and with Hades now dead, who's going to hold that information? Odin? Maybe? But realistically, is Satan a real person? Or a real character? You could have it either way. Beelzebub seems to believe, once again, that it's just a mental state of his. Satan is a concept more than an actual person controlling him. That's at least the impression that I got by the end of the last 2 chapters. But a fair amount of the fan base believes that Satan is actually out there and doing this on purpose. So I like that camp, personally, because then it would round out Beelzebub's character. It would add more to Beelzebub as a character and his development, because he has believed this fallacy this entire time, and when he finds out there truly is a Satan to be found, it's not him in like another personality of his, but it's an actual person that was controlling him and made him do all those things. He's gonna snap, and that's gonna be interesting for the story, right? So I'm of that distinct impression. Also, 10 people in here, 7 likes. Bump those numbers up, people. But yeah, that's my impression. What do you guys think? Justice said, read itself if a weird word, because it's read differently depending on... Yeah, read, read, yeah. Justice said, I think Satan himself is a person, but I think Lucifer and Satan will be different people. Well, yeah, because we already met Lucifer. You recall that? We met Lucifer. He was that badass angel. So, yeah. Caden's in here and says, Sup, Caden? Joseph says, well, like I said before, Satan and Beelzebub are 2 separate entities, and he's inside Beelzebub. I don't know if he's directly inside, because that would be too much of a copy of the whole Zerofuku Mara Hajun thing. I like to think that it's different. Like he's controlling him, sort of like Sauron with a crystal ball sort of shit. Know what I mean? But yeah. So, that's fair. That's fair theory. Nobody knows yet. So we'll have to wait and see. That's what I think. Yeah, fair theory. Fair theory. Luan said, to be honest, I just want BL to be crazy so that this doesn't become R6 all over again. Yeah, see, I would like it to be more... Maybe he doesn't even find out this... Maybe he gets a hunch through this fight with Tesla, and maybe he learns something, and then he goes, I abandoned this based on this premise, and then it continues on as a side plot in the backstory. I'm not saying it continues exactly like Round 6, because Round 6 was good up until the Hajun bullshit, which Beelzebub caused, and was part of the reason I didn't like Beelzebub to begin with. You know, Beelzebub has proven himself. There's a couple of reasons that I initially did not like Beelzebub, and they have sort of fixed themselves in a roundabout sort of way. Not going to fully get into that. Maybe make a separate video, because a lot of people are like, why do you hate Beelzebub so much? And I did have good reasons for hating him, and why that's sort of been fixed with his backstory. Not because of lack of knowledge, but because they fixed something that I really disliked about him to begin with. But anyways. But yeah. So, Tenryo says, apologies for missing the previous stream. No problem. Not only am I overjoyed that my theory of angels existing in regular Ragnarok was confirmed, I did believe that had to be the case, you know, because we had Jesus and Adam and Eve and all this stuff, like, you know. But I love Beelzebub's backstory. Easily one of the most tragic and emotional. It's up there. It's pretty good. And as I said before, certain aspects of it led me to enjoy Beelzebub as a character more. As I said, I might get into that later, but yeah. So I'm much more understanding of Beelzebub now, where I hated his ass before, and I felt like his treatment of Zerofuku was unnecessary. Like, there was a lot of bullshit that I didn't like when we were introduced to Beelzebub, but it's starting to make sense. Leman said, then again, I'll be happy if they differentiate enough. Exactly. Justice said, we met Lucifer. Yeah, wasn't Lucifer was the angel. Lucifer was the angel with 6 wings. Was he not? There was Lucifer and Gabriel and stuff. was that Michael? Thought that was Lucifer. Wasn't it Lucifer? Hold on a minute. I'm quite sure that was fucking chapter 68, chapter 67. I'll just go back really quick. Where is he? Yeah, Lucifer. Lucifer was the head angel, dude. There was Samael, Azrael, and Lucifer. Yeah, I knew it was right. We met Lucifer, man. We met Lucifer. We're cool. Joseph says, speaking of Lord of the Rings, I've started watching the trilogy and it's pretty good. As long as you're watching the extended edition. Though to be fair, the theatrical is okay, but the extended is just far better. The Tengolas here, by the way, have you heard that Jack is getting a spinoff? I have heard that. I haven't even read the Lu Bu spinoff. I don't think there should be spinoffs, really. I mean, maybe it'll be good, but eh. Arthur Leon said, did you know there's going to be a Jack Ripper spinoff? Yes, I did. Tengola said going to be drawn by the same artist of Gantz. Gee, so I'm hyped for that. Well, that is very, very cool. And the timer has run out, unfortunately, or fortunately. So we're done with the chat for now, so we can read and have our reaction to Chapter 69. Make your 69 jokes where you can. Sometimes an underrated position. And women, just learn to like it. Seriously, we don't care if you weigh a little bit more. We're getting our dick sucked, so we're fine. You know, like we're seriously fine. 69. A lot of women are too self-conscious about that position. Trust me, we're good. As I will speak for men of any type of quality, we're totally happy. All right, with that position. So, but that being said, enough about that. Let's jump into chapter 69. By the Horny Council. Well, this is going off great. Chapter 69 is Wings of a Fly. So we see, what do you mean that's science? Oh, right. Biel attacked already. So let's see. What's going on? There we go. What was that attack from Beelzebub? He didn't do anything, but the ground cracked. Well, the ground cracked. Are they missing that he destroyed a pillar? Everyone's like, the ground cracked. No, he destroyed a fucking pillar. That's more impressive than cracking a sidewalk, okay? Destroying a pillar while not moving is much more impressive. What's going on? I don't understand. Everything has a cause. All right, which guy is this going to be? Which grand philosopher and scientist is this going to be? And it's... Don't be fooled by appearances. It's Galileo. It's Galileo himself. The reason the ground cracked and the pillar collapsed was a simple law of physics. Of psychic? I'm assuming they meant physics. Was a simple law of physics, yes. Alright, so already interesting. It's vibration, Thomas Edison. Alright, so... I wanted to say that. Oh, poor Galileo. Galileo getting robbed by Thomas Edison. Well, a lot of people don't like Thomas Edison because, once again, even though he was smart in his own right, and he did invent things, he ended up stealing a lot of ideas and stuff like that. And there was a lot of he wasn't a very loyal, honest individual. How's that? So, but yeah, okay. And we're showcasing that element. Fine. Let's see. And we have Ares and Hermes. You think his weapon is vibration? Vibration. Is this it? Why is this? How can this be a weapon? Alright. First and foremost, how can vibration be a weapon? Well... The sex toy industry has a lot to say about controlling the entire of the female gender with vibration as its ultimate weapon for... Anyways, yeah, vibration can absolutely be a weapon. Absolutely. Yeah. It can control an entire gender in the bedroom, so absolutely vibration can be a weapon. So, yeah, vibration can absolutely be a weapon. Do you know, for example... Let's go. Hermes singing. Oh, is he going to do the shattering of the glass? Oh! Is he going to do that thing? I'm sure Hermes sounds much better than I do. And cracks, of course, the glass with his voice. Yes, sound carries. So sound attacks would also be a method of vibration in its own sense, because you're vibrating, the sound waves vibrate. Yeah, that all right, cool. I like where they're going with this. There was a disappointing vibration user in the Kengan Omega tournament, KVP, and that was just god fucking awful. But other than that, I'm okay with this. So he's vibrating the staff so greatly that he's able to, direct the vibration attack, I guess. Let's see. Sometimes they destroy objects as sound waves. Sometimes they shake the earth as an earthquake. Well, earthquakes are tectonic placement. But same idea. They're scrapping against each other. They cause a vibration. So yeah, that works too. Is nobody, please somebody, Aphrodite, say something, oh, but I love vibration, or something like that. Can somebody make a vibrator joke, please? Somebody. I can't be the only one thinking it. So let's see. Boom. Beelzebub rushes forward. Beelzebub rushes in against Tesla, and let's see. Boom. Tries to attack him right out of the gate. Tesla seemingly dodged just in the nick of time. But did he really? I think he probably hit him. Oh, he hit him. He shattered something. Cracked his armor. Sometimes they can be a very sharp blade. Okay, what did he do? He didn't use... He's using his... Okay, so he's using his hand. I thought he was attacking with his staff, but he used his hand. And sometimes it can be a very sharp blade, says Hermes. Vibrations that cause such tremendous destruction. Beelzebub's ability is the devil wings flapping. I feel like they could have just called it the devil's wings. I'm just going to call it the devil's wings. The devil's wings sounds like a pretty cool attack name. The devil wings flapping is a bit of a mouthful and not really that cool. Alright, so yeah, alright. So he's able to attack with his hands. I wish sort of he used the staff instead, but okay. A simple yet transformative ability. Even if you know how it works, it is extremely difficult to deal with. Is that so? Indeed, says Hermes as he taps Ares. Even brother Ares' pride and joy. The moment it's touched, it might shatter into pieces. Wait. Indeed, even brother Ares' pride and joy. The moment it's touched, it might shatter into pieces. Oh, is he thinking his physique or something? Alright, that was kind of worded a little odd, but okay. So he's saying like, oh, if Beelzebub touched his skin, all his cool muscles and his Terry Crews body would just, shatter. I mean, fair enough. Okay, so I don't really know what that has to do with vibration. Is he vibrating his hand, like, to the point of cutting? I don't really get... That seems more like he's just, using his hand, sharpening it up, and I don't know. Anyways, fair enough. So, Zeus and Adamus. What a disgusting son of a bitch. I can't believe Beelzebub was this excited. It's a rare thing, isn't it? Says Zeus. That's how important Hades was to him. After all, for a loner like him, he was the only one who could help him. He was the only thing that kept him going. Oh, Beelzebub actually really well... You should don't tell us that, So Hades knows something about Satan. Once again, did I not bring that up before this chapter? Hades, who knew about Hajun, probably knew something in relation to Satan. He's probably older than Beelzebub. He's older than most of them. Now he's dead. He'll never get the information. So... And maybe Hades couldn't be attacked by... Maybe he couldn't be hurt by Satan because Hades literally has his throne or something. There was some sort of... I don't know how that would work, but it seems to me like Hades would... Though Lucifer would also be in that camp, I guess. But I feel like Hades wouldn't be worried about the blood rage of Satan. I don't know. So Beelzebub back to the fight. Beelzebub's hand is like a sharp sword. It sliced through the armor of Tesla, who seemed to have dodged. So Tesla thinking, That was the same principle of an ultrasonic cutter. The waves are high enough to easily cut through this armor. Waves that can easily cut through this armor. A vibration technique. Yeah, of course he already figured it out. Anyway, that's a lot of power. If I had been hit directly, I'm sure I would have been cut in half, right? Tesla's still kind of happy about it. If he gets hit directly, he's finished. Well, I mean, see, I don't buy that either, because technically Jack the Ripper should have fucking died. I mean, let's be real. But yeah, so that's powerful. That's way too powerful. Can Tesla-san even beat him? See, of course. Brunhilde not worried. The greatest minds in human history imagined a suit of armor made from Gondel's material and made it into reality. The masterpiece of science that mankind has cultivated. That is the divine weapon. The super automaton beat. Well, it's a symbol for something, but anyways. I don't know all my alchemic symbols and such, but there it is. There it is. Cutting through ground. Shattering steel. Divine power really is awesome. And he charges up. Now let's see. Humanity's scientific power. And he bursts forward in a crazy electrical boost. Tesla closes the gap in one fell swoop. He's going to attack and punch down. Boom. Beelzebub notices something and chooses to dodge instead. Jumps back. Boom. Boom. Shatters the rock. Beelzebub jumps back. Oh, the ground blew up. That was awesome. And it did seem to shatter the ground. And now Tesla's not letting up. They go forward again. Strike. Beelzebub dodges again. And Tesla keeps up the attack with such destructive power. Beelzebub can only dodge. Alright, so he is just charge. Boom. Charge. Boom. Charge. Boom. Alright, let's see what else he's got. That's what I'm talking about. Let's see. One of the greatest inventors of our time. Galileo and everybody there. The Valkyrie's life energy, obtained by Voland, is converted by the Super Automaton B into an ultra high amount of pressure. It stores it in its fist and releases it instantaneously. I call it Plasma Pulse Punch. Well, that's pretty cool. Plasma Pulse Punch! Fuck on punch! We got the Megazord! Super Sentai! Super Sentai! You know, I'm gonna summon the Megazord! Give me the Plasma Pulse Punch! Let's do it. Alright, cool. But realistically, their entire idea is having an energy source. I suppose it's based on the idea like the Iron Man suit, but, you know, it's basically a souped up Iron Man suit, realistically. Like, so, I don't know what, if people are expecting something crazy. I mean, for their time, you know, that it would only be possible with a fuel source that was nigh infinite and being able to harness and control properly. Nuclear power at the time wasn't able to, and stuff like that, and so I guess this works. It works out fine. Or PPP for short. I don't think I'm going to call it PPP. Edison again. That was probably Tesla's words. Albert Einstein. But still, the name of the punch is Plasma Pulse Punch. That's so lame. Tesla's naming sense sucks, says Galileo. But, it's powerful! Let's go. Beelzebub evades with ease, but Tesla's one-hit kill is dominating the stage. Okay, so they both have a one-hit kill? I'm not convinced that they are one-hit kills, but alright, so that's what this match is going to be. Who hits who first? They both have ultimate one-hit KO attacks, and it's going to be a round of who hits who. Alright. I feel like it's going to be he's going to cut him and he's going to punch him at the same time, and it's going to be somebody's going to fall. I'm actually a little disappointed by Tesla's suit so far. Unless he pulls out more of a weapon arsenal. I feel like he should have like a lightsaber and then like a shield, and he should be doing a bunch of wacky shit, and like the super automaton should like and transform like a transformer sort of idea. Like, I was expecting something incredibly creative, and so far I've got Iron Man, who punches instead of palms. That's what I got so far. And vibration techniques really with Beelzebub. Realistically, the chapter's not bad, but I'm a little lackluster. I'm a little disappointed so far in the attacking styles, in the techniques. That's just me, but we'll have to wait and see. That's a great punch, says the crowd. That's going to crush the gods. It won't reach. And if it doesn't, it's just an ordinary punch that shakes dust up. Well, he's got a point. Well then, all right. All I have to do is hit you. So he charges it up again. Tesla goes for another rush. All right, so what's he going to do different? And boom. He attacks, but nothing came out. He didn't release any energy, Beelzebub notices. I told you. Humanity's science. And he's cracking up energy again. In his next... Oh, is he blasting forward with his other fist? So he's using both fists. One to propel himself and one to... Boom. Can even reach the gods. Boom. Oh, so he used the blast, like, once again, Iron Man style. Boom. Boom. He's fast and slam. Let me guess, he got the rod up in time. Boom. But he did hit. Tesla accelerates rapidly and catches Beelzebub. Everyone looks on. Tesla's blown back and and Doom. Oh shit. What the hell is this? Sorath Semkel. Gates of Hell. I assume that's Latin or some shit. Gates of Hell. Okay. Why didn't Hades use this? But okay. Gates of Hell. He used the staff like I thought to block, but he used an ability. And seemingly blocked everything. I thought it felt like my fist bounced off something. That's interesting. Tesla, of course, excited. Is that really your limit? Says Beelzebub. Alright then. So he's going to go forth. Hurry up and break. And we got, a very demonic Lord of the Flies style here. Soratu Vow. Fallen Angel's Gluttony. Okay, so once again, where were these fucking abilities with the staff that is fucking Hades? Okay, all this is doing is making me more mad at round 7, but okay, so we do have abilities. So what's this going to be? What's going on? Alright, so he says Fallen Angel's Gluttony. He seemingly summons, I think it's just like a representation. I don't think the fly demon's actually there. And then we see it shining and like a hyper beam attack from this thing. Limits science. Alright, so he's going to do something different. Has no limits. And he clutches his fist together. Did he actually summon that thing? I can't tell if that's supposed to physically be there or not. I don't think it is. And because he would have remarked on it. So he's going to go for a sledgehammer. So sledgehammer versus the staff. And boom. So it's Thor's hammer versus basically Iron Man's shield. Or Captain America's shield. Hold on, guys. Uno momento. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. That was just work, and you gotta answer the work calls. Alright, so, boom, smash, twin. Alright, what is he calling it? Twin plasma punch? Twin. Let's see. It's just called twin. Okay. And they're seemingly both battling, Beelzebub, Tesla. The art is still, of course, very, very well done, and the clash looks very cool. His vibration output increased. Alright, so he's like, boom, alright. And he's being pushed back. Everyone's getting shocked. Everyone's shocked. Tesla, whoa. And the vibration is seemingly, and realistically, it's even in the shape of Captain America's shield here. So Captain America's shield versus Thor's hammer, just like before. Okay. I mean, it is what it is, right? Let's see. And boom. Alright, so Beelzebub's still standing. Tesla is down. He seemingly took the brunt of it, though. I wonder if this is just going to be the end of the fight. Like, I've been saying we need a mid-diff fight. I didn't expect it to go this way, but let's see. So he goes. So wait, Tesla's energy output, his armor seems to be all haywire. He's bleeding. He did take the attack, but he's seemingly alive. And Beelzebub says, I knew it. You too. You can't do it. And that's the end of the chapter. So, alright. Interesting. That's seemingly the end of the chapter, ladies and gentlemen. And thank you very much for getting us to double-digit likes. But let's jump back into the chat and let's see what people are saying. I'm not super crazy about this fight so far. I was expecting it to be a little more... I don't know. This is not what I was expecting. But yeah. So anyways, let's just check in with the chat. Let's catch up with the chat, see what the chat is saying. Let's see. Tenryo says, I'm surprised you aren't disappointed that Lucifer isn't a more important figure in Record of Ragnarok. I am quite disappointed in that fact, but it was hard to hate on it because, once again, like, Beelzebub hated, well, see, I don't want to I get into that like every fucking chapter stream, so I just don't want to get into it again, but there's a reason I didn't like Beelzebub initially, and with the backstory, it sort of fixed that issue to a degree and took away like half the reason I didn't like him in the first place. So I'm still not crazy about his design or anything, but like the reason I didn't like him, or some of the reasons I didn't like him, were sort of solved. So even though Lucifer unfortunately takes the back seat as a result, I'm just glad that Lucifer is his own character, is cool, and just got murdered and blah blah blah, and Beelzebub feels horrible about it, and you know, that kind of idea. So that worked fine. I am a little, disappointed because Lucifer is so much cooler, but, well. Luann said, I like that BL's past someone explains the Zero situation without actually trying to justify it. Yeah, there was the other thing. When we got introduced to this asshole, he murdered Zero Fuku for no reason, from what we understand. He's a scientific, he's a Mayuri person, and it's like, if you want to go kill yourself, you asshole. Stop trying to do it, these crazy experiments. But as we found out, it was more him trying to create something that would kill him. So, because he doesn't want to hurt anybody anymore. So, the ends don't justify the means as you put that out, but at least we can understand it. We don't need to agree with it, but we can understand it. It's not because he's a fucking mad scientist. Rainey said, I just came here and the first thing I heard you talk about was the 69 position. Well, that's a great stream. Miss said, it's a pretty good chapter. It's all right. It's all right. But as I said, it's kind of lackluster when you consider it's literally just Iron Man. He's got an Iron Man suit so far. Like, really? That's what we're getting out of Tesla? An Iron Man suit? I don't know what I expected, but it was more than that. I don't know. But it's too early to tell. There might be more. Joseph said, I have a friend whose favorite spelt wrong, is 69. I mean, there you go. 69 is a good position. Joseph said, okay, so I read chapter 67 because I skipped it. Damn, BL's story is literally just Zareth. I mean, a little bit, yeah. Mark says, oh, hi, Mark. Says, holy crap, it only took 2 days for the chapter to come out. I know, that's crazy. Especially with the team and all that stuff. So, very interesting, that. Very interesting. Sun Eater Grom says, philosophers and scientists have excellent designs. They do. All their designs are peak. Very well. Tenryo said also, I love how demons in Record of Ragnarok aren't inherently evil, as shown with Beelzebub and Lilith. I like that too. It's interesting. Rain said, well, Horny Council didn't wait for HQ Raw, so it came out a lot quicker. Fair point. Justice said, so close to being a one-to-one story, basically scientist is cursed by a mysterious higher power, kills anything he loves most, and he ended up going evil to block everyone away from him. It's, yeah, but I mean, you can make parallels to a lot of stories. I mean, look at it, I'm making the parallels that this is just Captain America's shield, literally in the shape of his shield, versus Thor's hammer. One of them wins out, and, you know, it's Iron Man's suit. Like, there's a lot of Marvel references right here. But I mean, yeah, I get your point. Joseph said, gosh, there are going to be so many sex jokes in the stream. Please, everyone, keep doing them. Joseph said, Edison is a businessman first and a scientist second, and businessmen are assholes. In general, yes, because businessmen want to succeed, so that makes a lot of sense. Joseph said, I have no sex jokes in me, but puns, I have tons. All right. I mean, puns, I have tons. I get it. There was a bit of a rhyme there. A bit of a rhyme. I like it. It works. Let's see. Rainey says, I think he's talking about Eris's muscles. Yeah, that's what I gathered too. Joseph said, can someone tell me who Alfred Nobel is? One of the scientists shown in the Tesla's Reveal chapter. He's the one I believe is named after, that's what a Nobel Prize is. I believe that's the case. I'm not sure. Mark said, at first I didn't like the vibration thing because it reminded me of that crap Terashi in Omega. Yeah, me too. But now I do like it because the way it was being used here so far. Yeah, vibration techniques have been used well in other manga. But it's sort of disappointing to see Beelzebub use it, I guess. You know? It was just kind of weird. Now, him using the staff with these like vibration powers and sound barriers and all that stuff, that's kind of cool. But also the problem is, where the fuck was this in Hades' arsenal during the last round? So there's a bit of a catch-22 with the fact that, yeah, it's cool that Beelzebub is using it. Why the fuck didn't Hades use it last round? It's literally his fucking staff. He's the king of hell. So I don't know. Rainey said symbol for beta. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, I should have figured that one. But why the beta? I know, because beta testing, I get it. But it should be the alpha. Joseph said, I hope Tesla character isn't just science. Well, I do want him to do that, but I hope he has a little more. I'm good with the science thing, and I'm good with his non, yin, everything. It's all science. I'm good with that, but I want him to show me that he's doing more than an Iron Man suit, you know? Or even if he does, Iron Man's got like the missiles and the locking and the this, that, and the other thing, you know? Like, show me something. Mark said, and I have seen other series use vibration ability. Well, yeah, so have I. Can't think of any off the top of the head, but I know I've seen it. Let's see. Justice said, and also I hope he can do more than just throw high hits and lightning. Yeah, me too. I hope he is more like Mayuri, where he has a ton of random shit he can do with science. Right. That's sort of what we sort of expected and wanted from this matchup to begin with. And if we don't get it, if we don't get the disgusting Mayuri type of battles, then it's a waste of potential for the characters, I feel. Just said, I like Iron Man can do a ton of shit with his Iron Man suit. You're right. Even if he showcases, as I said, he brings out wings out of his thing, transforms and adds lightsabers and a shield and does all these crazy things with this suit, then it's okay. But if he's just literally going to use Thunder Punch in a big metal suit, then it's not that creative. And really, this is the culmination of all the greatest human scientists ever. They made an Iron Man suit. That was the best they could do. That just feels a little on the down low for me. Miss said, I think he'll definitely have more. It's only the first chapter so far. Well, technically second, but yeah. Fair. Luan said, gotta love Edison constantly taking credit for what others say. Yeah, that suits his character. I like what they're doing there. Just said, it would be cool if Tesla can leave the suit and have it fight by itself while he does more. I like BL's moveset because vibration has room to be interesting. I was expecting him to do more of the air gear shit or the Frankie shit where he's like, I'm building an entire staircase to get up there. Look, I built a bridge in 2.5 seconds. So yeah, if he gets out of the suit and the suit distracts him while he, voila, and he's got a bunch of tools and shit, and he's like, I shall build and adapt and upgrade, and he does some crazy shit. I'd like that idea, you know? That'd be kind of cool. Just said, if anyone should have some super complex or have tons of abilities, it's Tesla and Beelzebub. Right. Miss said, seems like he's using the staff as conductor to enhance his power. Yeah, I guess that does work in a way. Gates of Hell, Sins of Gluttony. I mean, I guess. He's seemingly doing that. That's fair. But, like, once again, why didn't Hades use it? I don't know. Mark said, I feel this... I mean, that's not a bad explanation, I guess, and maybe Hades it wouldn't have done anything for Hades. You could argue that Beelzebub is borrowing Hades' power to be as strong. That actually kind of works, and it doesn't retcon the fact that why didn't Hades use the staff? It would have done nothing for him, but now Beelzebub is borrowing the latent power of Hades to, as you said, use the staff as a conductor to enhance his abilities. I like that. Mark said, I feel this last 4 chapters have some pretty good panels. They do. So this may be one of the best fights in terms of art. It's very good artistically. I like the designs and the way the battle has ebbed and flowed so far. It's just, you know, as I said, we've been hyping up this battle for a while. Rainey said Beelzebub is using his vibrations through the staff, which is why Hades can't do stuff like this. I mean, once again, why is the staff so great? Because it's Hades? So, as I said, I'm okay with that explanation, but I hope it's actually explained. I don't like when we headcanon our reasons as factual explanations. Like, that's of course how it happens. It's like, well, you got to tell me that sometimes. Like, we're using our headcanon to rationalize it, to make it make sense, because we don't want to believe that we have poor writing. I feel like a lot of people do that for series that people really like. You know, if there's a mistake or plot convenience. I've been arguing this about JoJo's Part 4 so far, or the beginning of Part 5, and I didn't hate them. I actually so far like Part 5, but I found a ton of inconsistencies and a lot of plot convenience that most people would chalk up in other series like Black Clover or Fairy Tail. They would chalk it up to, oh, that's such bad writing, that's so cliche, that's so convenient. But when it happens in JoJo's or Hunter x Hunter, or, you know, any of these things, oh no, it's peak writing. Or you just have to accept it. That's what JoJo's is. And it's like, well, you're hating on Power of Friendship and Fairy Tail, but it's okay to, oh, it's JoJo's, it's wacky, you know, like a little bit of hypocritical there. That's why I don't like it. So hopefully they explain the staff thing to me a little bit. I mean, I don't mind the explanation, but I hope we get it, because he's got named attacks with a staff he just got because Hades died. You know, just wondering, that's all. Let's see. Just said, okay, science has no limits is a cool line. It is. Sun Eater said the fly hype beast. Yeah, that was a bit of a hype beast. That was a bit of a Toriko thing going on there. Jay Warrior said, I think Beelzebub's power is vibration, not the staff's power. Yeah, Beelzebub's power is vibration. It's not the staff's power. But as I said, I think Misk is right. And the staff is enhancing his power. He's using the staff to enhance his power because it's Hades' staff in some variety. I'm just curious as to why Hades wouldn't have used it. That's all. Joseph said, before you end the stream, can I vent something off my chest, please? You go right ahead. Vent away. Art says it feels like Lubu versus Thor again. It's getting a little bit like that, yep. Joseph said, also the power output in this fight so far is pretty awesome. Yeah, the destruction abilities are pretty cool. Rainy said, I'm intrigued as to how Tesla will counter next chapter. Yeah, I don't want this fight to end in 2 chapters, let's be real. When I said I wanted a mid-diff fight, I don't mean that I want the fight to be short as shit. I just meant that I wanted a clear victor like Thor versus Lubu. Lubu never really stood a chance. I'd sort of like to see that happen again. That's all. Let's see. Senator said, at least the humans have been put in the back foot again. They seem to have been. Mark says, because I feel that in terms of amazing panels, Ragnarok peaked with Heracles versus Jack, indeed, that was such a good fight. Not to say that with the other fights there weren't good panels, just wow panels. Yeah, Adam versus Zeus has... Actually, Lubu versus Thor is such an underrated fight, in my opinion. It was such an underrated fight. I like it more than Sasaki versus... A lot of people like round 3. Round 3 had some good shit. But realistically, I liked round 1, 2, and 4 more than round 3. Then probably round 3. But, yeah. Jay Warrior said, Lilith is considered a goddess in this series, not a demon. That's true too. Lilith is considered. But depending on your depiction, depending on which stories of the Bible you go by, and depending on which Bible you read. Remember, there's more than one Bible. People tend to forget that. And different Gospels are taken out or put in. And the translations screw people up too. Right? In some depictions... you have Lucifer and Satan and stuff being the same person. And sometimes they're different people. And sometimes it's a persona. There's a lot of difference. You know, technically Beelzebub is Satan in some writings. So it depends on which one you believe and which religion you follow. And there's, you know, there's a lot of shit there. But yeah, Lilith is considered a goddess in the series, not a demon. That is true. Mark said, the last panel that made me go wow was Jack with his arms stretched out with the light coming down on him. That was a pretty well panel. I like the hug. The hug was a feel good. It was an emotionally a good panel, and it was also a just well drawn, done well panel. You know. So let's see. Just said, also, I hope Tesla doesn't have any special abilities he was born with. He is just smart. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm hoping, too. Sun Eater said, maybe Tesla would make some kind of lightning railgun or something. See, I'd be good with that if he, like, Megazords out a giant rocket launcher that shoots lightning or something. Because, once again, he built this ultimate peak suit of the greatest human scientific minds and inventors across human history, all collaborated to make this one automaton suit. And if all it does is have lightning punches, which 3/4 of that goes to the Volend, just giving him lightning powers, then I'm going to be very disappointed in this suit. I want this suit to do a multitude of things. Whether they hurt Beelzebub or are effective is irrelevant. It's more about the capabilities, right? Mark said maybe Beelzebub made it for Hades. Maybe. Or maybe Hades made it for Beelzebub, I think is what you meant. Maybe it was for Beelzebub, because there's that implication there with Adamus and Zeus. Joseph said, I found a video by a guy similar to that young Defiant troll called King Mad. Don't know any of these people, but sure. Where he was trashing One Piece, and he called fans of One Piece a word that combines the word shonen and the R word. What's the R word? What? Oh, mentally challenged? Yeah, I get you. Okay, yeah. That combines the word shonen and the R word. Okay. I mean, they're just a YouTuber. They're just a loser in their mother's basement. Don't worry about it. You know, I wouldn't really worry about it. I don't even know who these people are. Joseph said, and that's not all. These two idiots call themselves the king of YouTube. Well, technically, that's what's his name. PewDiePie is technically the king of YouTube because he's got the most subs. So they're statistically they're incorrect. And yeah, no, they're just not. They're high on their horse. You know, they'll come crashing down one day. I don't know. And maybe they got 1 million subscribers. Maybe they have 10 million subscribers. I have no idea. So maybe they think they're top shit. And the problem is, if you have a few million people following you, that is eventually going to go to your head. Like, clearly a few million people think I'm top shit, right? So, you know. But I have no idea who these people are, so. Rainey said, don't listen to Young Defiant. That guy is just a big troll. Yeah, and that's another thing. That's another marketing thing. See, I try to be honest with you guys. I'm 100% honest. When I like something, I don't like it. You know? When I like something, I like it. And sometimes I say, like, this is personal bias, or, you know, I just hate this fucking series. I'm sorry, you guys think it's good, I just fucking don't, you know? So, but some people will use that. Some people will start a channel and trash One Punch Man, Chainsaw Man, Bleach, One Piece, anything new. Like Genshin Impact games that I keep fucking hearing about, and I don't think, like, are they any good? Like, what's the deal with these games? Everyone's talking about them. But all that shit, all they do is make trash videos, raving about them, and people click them. If you're a fan of Bleach, seriously, like, I don't understand. Like, I get it. It's a smart marketing thing, and you all are feeding into it, and that's the problem. I'm not saying personally you guys. I just mean in general. People are dumb. People are stupid in big quantities because they will go out of their way to, rather than click my video on Bleach episode 137 review, and I like Bleach. Nobody's going to click that. But if I made a video tomorrow, Bleach is the worst shonen and shouldn't be a part of the big three. You know how many Bleach fans, not Bleach haters, you know how many Bleach fans are going to click that video? Too many. If I see a video saying Toriko sucks, I'm not going to click the video. Because I'm like, this person clearly has no fucking taste, and I'm not going to click it. You know? Because I know they're wrong. I know they're either trolling, or they can't read, or whatever, and I don't click the video. But so many people would rather click that video than click a I like Toriko video. People are going to get, because people love and thrive on negativity. So you just need to, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about what these trolls and assholes on YouTube do. Any idiot with a camera these days, any idiot with a phone these days can make a YouTube channel and make crappy videos, okay? So don't worry yourself over it. Yeah, because Rainey said, don't listen to Young Defiant. The guy is just a big troll. Just said, I know that, but I just wanted to vent it out to the other fellow manga fans. Once again, see, you're letting this guy win. You're letting him get under your skin. Just call him what he is. Call him a loser. Call him an asshole. Call him whatever you want, and then just move on with your day. Don't worry about it. Don't give him a second thought, you know? Rainey said, trust me, I got angry at him too, but when you hear how he goes, I'm the OG AnyTuber. OG AnyTuber. I never heard of this guy, man. I was around before YouTube existed, okay? And I remember the original AnyTubers, and guess who they were? Well, one guy's in fucking prison, or did he kill himself or whatever? But there are guys older than this, whoever this fucking guy is. Trust me. The original AnyTuber, my ass. I guarantee I can name 5 guys that were making anime videos before this guy. Guaranteed. I'm the king of YouTube. King of YouTube, my ass. Rainey said, you kind of get how pathetic he is. Yeah, exactly. Jay Wars, so far Beelzebub is looking pretty cool to me. I like his move names. I like his move names too, and I'm glad we're getting some versatility out of him. I'm just hoping to get the same out of Tesla. Joseph said, are we even sure that his Skull Cane was still originally Hades? Yeah. We're pretty sure. We're all convinced. Joseph said, I know we saw him hold it in round 7. Yeah, like they have the same one. Nah, man. But Hades was wearing a new and different outfit, and Chin looked like a traditional Chinese emperor. They were even canon panels. Yeah, no, they count, man. Rainey said, don't know about King Zamad, but Young Defiant doesn't even have 50k subs. Well, there you go. So, but still, he's got more subs than me. Does he make better content than me? Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But if you don't like him, unsubscribe and don't watch his videos. Don't give him the satisfaction. Easy. Joseph said, Griever, don't worry. I know what to do with trolls. I just wanted to vent this because this is the first time I heard a troll use an incredibly offensive word. Well, once again, see, back in my day, the only reason that I don't say, I'll just say the word. Seriously, guys, I'm not urging people to say it, but it's not like it's a racial slur. So the reason I don't use the word retard or retarded, which I used to use in school all the time. I grew up in the 90s, guys, right? It was a different time. But the thing is that over time, people started to not like that word, you know, and stuff like that, and it just got worse and worse and worse. It got to a point where you could offend someone almost like you were saying the N-word, right? It was getting to that point in this day and age. Do I think that that's on the same level? Abso-fucking-lutely not. But it is what it is, right? And it is what it is. My wife, who works with children with autism and that kind of stuff, has even when I'm pissed off and I'm like, this piece of motherfucking shit and stuff, and I'm trying to fix something, she's sort of changed my vocabulary where I probably used that word. That was probably the first time all year I've actually said that word out loud, because it's gone away from my vocabulary, right? She's sort of, because she's like, I really don't like that word. Say whatever you want, cocksucker, motherfucker, whatever, but don't use that word. I don't like you using that word. So you just stop using it, and eventually your vocabulary fixes itself. But is it that terrible a word? I mean, to me, no, but to other people, yes. So, I mean, sort of have to pick your crowds, right? I mean, Jesus Christ, do not watch old stand-up routines from pre-2015 if that word offends you, because you're going to hear that and a lot worse. You're going to hear a lot of homophobic slurs. You're going to hear a lot of shit that when I was growing up, those were just insults. They were made the same thing as idiot, bitch, and everything else, right? So it was just another insult to us in the 90s. But things have changed. So, but I wouldn't get that upset over it. I would ignore it, Like sometimes when I'm on a podcast with a bunch of, I'm just gonna be honest, when I'm on a podcast with a bunch of black guys, I love them to pieces, great guys, but they're carpet bombing the N-word throughout, talking to each other all through that. Every third word is that, and me as a white guy, I'm sitting there like, well, that's a little much, you know what I mean? Because I'm not allowed to say it and stuff like that, and it's just like whoa, like even my ears are feeling a little filthy after all that, you know what I mean? So like I get a little uncomfortable hearing it carpet bomb through every goddamn sentence, but also it is what it is, I can sort of, if I feel like it, I can sort of try to zone that part out of it, Everyone's got their things they're uncomfortable with. Everyone has things they don't like. Just is what it is. You just got to understand how to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Jay Warrior said, we know Beelzebub was trying to die by the time Hajun first rampaged in the underworld, and Hades said that when he became king, Hajun was just a legend, so Beelzebub seemed much older than Hades. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know. It's not a bad theory, but I just don't think it's the case. I think Hades is older than Beelzebub. Sun Eater said, Young Defiant, I forgot about that guy. I saw his channel and just left. Well, there you go. Jay Warrior said, Griever, tons over Young Defiant. Well, there you go. Apparently I'm better than Young Defiant with all my 800 subscribers after 5 years. Oh, yeah, I'm so great, guys. I'm really great. Yeah. Whoop. Pinocchio style there. Mark said, when it comes to small written inconsistencies, I just hand wave it, but when I can't stop thinking about it, well, criticize it. But if it doesn't hurt the story, I won't go crazy for it. Yeah, like, I point out certain things, like, I don't know. Can't think of an example off the top of my head, but certain things, and I'm like, look, well, an example, I'm starting to read part 5 of JoJo's, right? Finally. So far, I like it. I don't mind it. I'm like 20-odd chapters in, 30 chapters in, and not 30. Yeah, I'm like 22 chapters in. So far, I don't mind it. Find it pretty cool, and I liked our new JoJo, or our new main character. I don't know if he's supposed to be a JoJo, but he's our new main character, the Geo guy, right? I don't mind him. The hairstyle's not for me, but that's the Araki style of making shit or whatever. So that's fine, dandy. I don't like the premise of who Sunny is. That makes no sense to me. Given everything I know for the last 4 parts. But is that going to ruin all of part 5? No. I just pointed it out that's kind of lame writing. That's telenovela writing. That's soap opera level of good writing. But is the rest of his backstory and everything, and his dream and his goal and his character fine? Yeah. So am I going to let that one little detail that I don't think is good writing ruin an entire 100+ chapter part of JoJo's? No. So I'm going to continue reading part 5 and just forget that little inconsistency in my mind. In my mind, it's an inconsistency. And it doesn't fit. But if I just forget about that, read the story, I'll never give it a 10 out of 10 as a result, but you know what I mean? So, Realist Medell said, Young Defiant, what kind of name even is that? I have no idea. Let's actually look up. Let's look up just out of curiosity. I just want to know. I just want to know what are this guy's videos. I'm not going to click any of them. God forbid give him any views. But let's just look up Young Defiant. I mean, my name's Griever, so that's not a great. He's got 33. So he's got 33,000 more subs than me. He thinks Berserk is garbage. All right, let's see. So he said that his latest thing was 2 months ago. And that's another thing I don't understand. How do these people have like 15, 20,000 subscribers and they make like 8 videos a year? Like, did they just make the right video and everybody hits subscribe even though they never make content? I make like 5 videos a week. I try and I get nothing. I don't know what I do. The algorithm states that everyone has to make videos consistently to get subscribers. But I'm too old for this game or something. I don't know. But let's see. Yeah. How many videos this guy got? Oh, he's got a handful, but let's see. He's calling Berserk garbage. He's calling Bleak garbage. He's calling Solo Leveling garbage. He's top 20 worst female characters. Bleach fans are idiots. One Piece chapter 1045 sucks. Top 5 worst anime manga arcs. And of course, he's got a picture of Marineford. Yeah, so this guy is literally making a channel based off of pissing off a fan base, and you click it. Don't click it. Clearly this guy doesn't like Bleach. He's wrong. Don't click his videos. Don't give him the views. You know? Don't give him the watch time, because the algorithm will start loving him, and that's why this guy has 33,000 subscribers. He's probably hated amongst a lot of people. So, I mean, yeah. There you go. Joseph said, Griever, you may not have many subs, but you're still a fun YouTuber to watch, and I get to chat with you, which is something I never get to do with other YouTubers. I mean, that's only because I only have so little YouTubers, to be fair, or subscribers, to be fair. You know, the more you get, the less you get to interact with everybody. So, you know, and eventually, I hope one day, I don't think anybody would wish me bad. Like, oh, I hope you stay at you only reach a limit of 3,000 subscribers, so you still interact with everybody, you know what I mean? I think nobody's wishing that for you, you know what I mean? But, yeah. Like, eventually, I hope to hit something like I don't think I'll ever hit 1 million. I don't think I'll ever hit 100,000 anymore. I think 100,000 was my dream. Was my dream when I started YouTube. Don't think I'll ever hit it. I will be happy. I think maximum, I'll be happy if I ever hit... At this point, if I get 10,000 subscribers, because I think the maximum I'm ever going to reach is highball like 17,000. And I'm talking, that's years from now. Because I don't think I'm ever going to get a boom. I think that every single trend and way to beat the algorithm has passed me by. And too many people know about how to beat it now. And there's too many anime YouTubers. And I'm old. And I'm not... I don't want to sound racist, but I'm a blue-eyed white dude in his 30s. I don't have that niche of reacting like crazy or having this deep voice or, you know, having that and I'm not a female. Like, once again, people love to see women, especially hot women. I mean, put tits on your thumbnails, people are going to click it, right? So just like putting hate or garbage on your thumbnails like Young Defiant does, putting those things on there is going to get you clicked, but I don't like clickbait. I'm not a woman, so that's another avenue I can't explore. I can't explore first time watching Dragon Ball Z, hot female in a bikini watching it. Like, I can't, you know, that would get tons of views, even if it's not a good reaction, right? So there's a lot of cards in the deck that I can't play. How's that? So, I mean, but it is what it is. I don't feel bad about it because I got a full-time job. I got a career. I got other shit. This is a passion. It's always been a passion. But it would be nice for it to take off and make a little extra money so I'm not worried about finances. You know? That's sort of it's like the laundry. Joseph said, I subscribed to you for a reason, bro. You're fun and honest. Well, thank you very much. Mark said, out of the human fighters that are left, who are you most excited for? For me, it's Simo and Leonidas. Now that we've already got Tesla, I'm most excited to see Rasputin. I want to see his design. I want to see what he's all about, how they're going to handle him, that kind of shit. That's what I want to see. Rasputin is my guy. But Leonidas, not bad. We've already seen Kentucky and stuff, so... And he's got a cool design. I don't know. Who are our other fighters, anyways? Where's Ragnarok, the list of fighters? Let's see. Ragnarok fighter list. Let's see. Who do we got? We've already seen Nostradamus. We've already seen Otika. Like, see, we've already seen some. So, I can't really pick. You know, because most of them we've seen. We don't really have much left. And we actually already know Simon's design. We've already seen it. So that one doesn't even count. Who am I most to see as a design? Literally, we only have one. Wait a minute. We only have one. Yeah. There's only one we haven't seen. And it's Rasputin. We've seen every other... Oh, and Leonidas, sorry. So we haven't seen Leonidas, and we haven't seen Rasputin, but those are the only two designs we haven't seen. So... Joseph says Rasputin, Simon, and Leonidas. Fair. Oh, but you asked who are we most excited for, like, in the fight. Yeah, so that's fair. I actually want to see Okita. A lot of people don't like Okita for some reason. I like Okita. Shinsengumi. Let's go. Joseph said Rasputin, Simon, and Leonidas. Mark said, I feel like sniper fights are underrated. They can have a lot of tension. Oh, absolutely. If they do it like Metal Gear Solid style, we could have some great... Oh, so by the way, thank you very much for 12 likes, guys. I always appreciate it. But yeah, that would be very cool, too. That'd be very cool, too. Yeah, let's see. People have made their own lists, of course. What the fuck is Pickle? It's apparently a list of human fighters. There was a guy named Pickle. I don't even know who that is. I don't even know half of these names, so I won't go down that list. I'm just looking at other people's lists here. It's all over Google. Like, would somebody... I don't know who any of these people are. Somebody actually said Vald Dracula. It's Vlad, and it's Vlad the Impaler. Jesus. Yeah. I mean, a character I would want, and see, the problem is the Fate series already took a lot of them, and they've been done a few times. I like the idea of... There's a few people that I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see Vlad. I would have liked to see Robin Hood. Robin Hood would have been quite cool to see. I really like the idea of someone like Michael Jordan or Babe Ruth. Just an athlete. Like someone like Michael Jordan's considered the greatest of all time, you know what I mean? Michael Jordan is, in my opinion, I don't think LeBron holds a fucking candle to that guy. So it would have been really cool to have Michael Jordan come out and just fucking destroy a god. You know what I mean? Like that to me just seems really like a cool concept. You know, they made Adam cool. Adam's just the first human. They totally took poetic license with what Adam had and could do. They made up this ability, Eyes of the Lord, and made him a boss. Why couldn't they do the same with Michael Jordan and just make him amazing, you know? I would have been good with that. You know, we've done that many times. Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, anybody? Seen that shit, you know what I mean? So, I think things like that could be quite cool. Sunday said, Pickle is a character in Baki. He's basically a cave from the age of dinosaurs. A cave from the age of... Jesus, he's a literal cave? But yeah, there's definitely some characters throughout history. If I had to make my own list. I might make a video about that. I have to go to work tomorrow at 9, but it's only 4:30, so I could probably start on at least a concept video on who would because most of my gods would be repeating, not gonna lie, I'm a big fan of the Greek gods. But Who would I have as human fighters? No repeats. No repeats that we currently have? Okay, okay. I could probably make that video. Yeah, I could probably make that video. I think that'd be cool. Just to see, and then everyone could give me their lists on that video. You know what I mean? That'd be, I'd like that. Because like, what about guys and once again, you can't have guys like Rocky because Rocky is a fictional character, but you could have like Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali. You know, yeah, I don't know. I think there's. I'll think about it and I'll see about cross history. Like, can I come up with 13 fighters that I would have really liked to see, and not just because it's their name, you know, but who I would have thought would be a really good adversary and could have done a lot with. Oh, yeah. Just said before Record Ragnarok, I never heard of most of the fighters, but when I went to go research about them, I found them to be incredibly fascinating. Exactly. I didn't know. I knew all the gods. To be fair, I knew every one of the gods. I did not know about four or five of the human fighters. I'll admit that. I didn't know who Kintoki was. I didn't know about Simon or whatever, the sniper, the White Death. I didn't know about him. I didn't know about. Well, thanks to Kingdom, I knew about Chin. Who else did I not know about? I didn't know about Lubu. Yeah, so that's it. I didn't know about Kintoki. I didn't know about Lubu. I didn't know about Raiden. Sorry, I didn't know about Raiden. And I didn't know about Simo. So I didn't know about four of them. But I knew about all the gods. Well, I didn't really know much about Bishamonten, so you can sort of count that. But yeah. Yeah, they are incredibly fascinating, that's for sure. Anyways, guys, so I mean, we did our reaction. It was a shorter chapter, and it was just they fight, so there's a lot to go through. Or wasn't a lot to go through with the they fight, but we got ourselves up to 13 likes. We hit the double-digit likes and then some, so I appreciate that from everybody. And we've had an hour stream, so that's good enough. I don't like to end streams at like 40 minutes. I feel like I might as well have just made a long review, you know what I mean? So, but I like interacting with you guys, so I try to keep my streams at least an hour long, and then we get into stuff. But I think we've covered stuff well enough for today. Thank you for everybody who jumped into the chat, of course, and watched the stream. And hit the like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's always very much appreciated. I don't have time to name everybody's name, but you all know who you are. I've talked to each and every one of you. I don't think I missed a single comment. So thanks for everyone who was in the chat. It's always fun to chat. And chat to the chat. So yeah, so like, comment, and subscribe. See you back here for chapter 70. Maybe it'll be released just as soon. I don't mind not reading the HD redraws. I think that the regular scans are just fine if we're going to get them this early. I'd rather not wait 2 weeks for that shit, to be honest. It was totally legible. I could tell what was going on. It wasn't that bad a quality, so I'm good with it. Mark says, who do you think Nostradamus is going to fight his being hype up to be Adam tier? I think that he's probably going to fight... Who's he gonna fight? I think he's gonna fight Susanoo. No, he's gonna fight Loki, actually. Yeah, Nostradamus versus Loki. That's my call. That's my guess right now. Versus Loki. All right. Well, with that comment, thanks everyone for watching. Drink responsibly as always. Like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys back here next time for some more Record of Ragnarok. I still think Shuumatsu no Valkyrie sounds better. So, Shuumatsu no Valkyrie. See you guys back here next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.